Hello and welcome to Global Racing Esports Network. I'm your host, Mike Lester, up here in the booth tonight. Here again with Global Racing League in the Xfinity Series here at Bristol Motor Speedway, a half a mile track, just a little bit over. And I'm sorry about that. If I mess with something on my left screen, that keeps on popping up. Don't know why, but we're going to deal with it. I can easily get rid of it. But watching DJ Honeycutt in the last 2 minutes of practice. DJ Honeycutt currently third quickest. Jeff Weimer up here in the second quickest with a 14.929. Michael Hayes on top of that leaderboard. Watch Jeff go around this half mile track for a little bit and see what kind of line he's running. As you see, he's running that mid to high line, trying to get that full power coming off of the turns. Bristol's a half mile track with some high banking, so it's a fast track. It's not like your normal short track where you got to get on the brakes and get down to a safe speed to get into the turns. These guys will be going really fast into these turns, coming out of the turns as fast as they were going in. So it's going to be some close knit battling going on. Some good pack racing. Looks like we're going to have about 16 drivers out here, which is a pretty good number for Bristol because these guys are going to be racing each other the whole time. There's not going to be a part of the track where it's not going to have a car in it, so we're definitely keeping an eye on everybody as we sit here and look at the 34 and the number 8 of Steve Gerber. Back here, Steve Gerber back after taking a couple weeks off, so welcome back, Steve Gerber, and that number 8 Budweiser Chevrolet. See Chuck Cobb sitting there on the pit road as well as Don Blazer. They're getting ready. Jacob Perkins, new driver for tonight's race. Got signed a couple weeks ago, but this is his first race that he is going to be making for us for the Lazy Lizards. We got Will Hewitt out there, TCB, in that Ford Mustang, driving that 45, unsponsored. Dave Holsey, perfect, good shot of that U.S. Army Airborne sponsor on that 57 Chevrolet of David Holsey. And it looks like we are done with practice and we're going to move straight to some qualifying. They're going to get 2 laps, and these are going to go really quick if these guys get on track quickly. So first one out there is Stephen Hayes. You usually see Stephen Hayes get out there as quick as possible. Known a little bit of a mention Dale Brooks missing the second race in a row. As we watch Stephen Hayes, his first lap with 15.097. Let's see how this second one looks. Currently sitting in third. Will Hewitt out there just finished up his lap. David Holsey finishing up his, currently second. Bobby Hamilton out there now. Haven't seen Bobby Hamilton in a couple weeks as well. His return to the Bristol Motor Speedway. Give Bobby Hamilton quickest. Donnie Honeycutt out there. And looks like everybody else is choosing. Oh, hold on. Jeff Weimer Let's see, Jeff Weimer is out there. Let me see if I can. There we go. We got Jeff Weimer coming out on the track, as well as Michael Hayes. Let's ride around with the 73 Jack Daniels, number 7, 73 car, Jeff Weimer. Losing it going into the turn, really loose, and tattoos the water bottles there. So he's going to reset and try to get his. So let's go back and watch Michael Hayes now. Michael Hayes was quickest in practice and is going to be quickest in qualifying on his first lap. Lucky, because the second lap he loses it. '34 car qualifies in fourth. Jeff Weimer back out there once again trying to see if Jeff Weimer is able to get that. He's going to have to do it all on one lap. He was pretty quick in practice. And let's see where that puts Jeff. He's going to be 8th quickest with that one lap shootout. Jacob Perkins now out there in that 63. Looks like he's going to qualify 6th quickest. So leaves. Oh, Steve Gerber has now made his way out here. Let me see if we can find Steve Gerber. First lap, give him 12th quickest. Gerb had his hands full yesterday doing 250 miles with the trucks, as well as a lot of other people on that track. Me, myself included in that one. Get taken out real early on a pile up, or somebody losing control and losing their car. So it's going to be what we're going to be seeing here at Bristol Motor Speedway all night long, is keeping your car clean and being there at the end to make something happen. It looks like that's going to be the end of qualifying. We've got 4 seconds left. Even Bristol is unable to make a run like that. I want to thank everybody in watching from YouTube and Twitch. Thank you for tuning in week in, week out. We appreciate the support for the channel. We appreciate the support for the league, as well as these drivers out here. And getting to the drivers, okay, my thing has not, seems like I always have issues. There we go. So Michael Hayes is going to be your post setter for tonight's race. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. I've had a long day and a little tired now. But Will Hewitt is going to come second. DJ Honeycutt is going to qualify third. Fourth is going to go to the 34 car. Fifth is going to go to David Halsey. Sixth is Jacob Perkins. Seventh is Bobby Hamilton Jr. Eighth is Jeff Weimer. Ninth is Stephen Hayes. 10th is Don Blazer. 11th is Donnie Honeycutt. Steve Gerber in the 8 car is going to be 12th. David Bradford, last 2 weeks winner, is going to start back here in the 13th position, right beside Ricky Hudgens in that 21. Austin McGill, if he grids up, he will start in the 15th spot. Chuck Cobb will be the last car on the grid, starting in 16th place. Like I said, Dale Brooks not making it tonight. Second race in a row that Dale Brooks is not going to be able to make it. Maybe we get some updates from the Dale Brooks fan out there. So We are moving across this track. We're going to do 2 pace laps. And then these guys are going to make a good attempt of going 250 laps. Totally green. Coming down the backstretch, going to go into turns 3 and 4. Going to get that green flag.
Ready, green flag.
I put it on a TV mixed and it gave us that, but you see Mike Hayes getting a really good jump in front of all the rest of the field there. Will Hewitt and DJ Honeycutt first, second, and third. 34 right there, looking underneath the 45, trying to get the third place away from him. Now looks underneath the 15th of DJ Honeycutt, takes second away. A little further, got a race for second. The 15th is trying to pass the 34. Look on the inside, a lot of moving and shaking going on already. '34 has caught the 99 and is going to try to pass him on the outside. Unable to make it stick. Now shoots low on him. Takes over the lead. Gives the lead to the 34. 99 settles down in second place. Very long race here. We're going to see how everything pans out. Oh, 99 and 15 get together a little bit. I think 15 touches the wall. Good save by both of those drivers. Everybody keeps it straight and keeps going. 15 loses some spots. Everybody loses ground to the 34. Will Hewitt in the 45 now taking over, trying to battle with the 57 of David Halsey. That is for third place. That battle going on right there. A little further back in the pack, Donnie Honeycutt and Steve Gerber back here battling. Donnie Honeycutt and crew just coming home from Bristol, so they got some first-hand experience of what you're supposed to do in these cars. They went to all the races this weekend over at Bristol Motor Speedway. Seems like 15th to 12 is trying on that high side to make it work. 8's getting the advantage on the bottom, though. David Halsey now making his way around the 99. I'm going to set his sights up front. Now, David Halsey had a really good truck yesterday in the Global Racing League Truck Series. Won that race. Going to try to make a weekend sweep out of it. Michael Hayes still being shown in third place with Will Hewitt in that 45 right behind DJ Honeycutt sitting there in fifth place. Looks like the top 7 or so, 8 cars have gotten nose to tail and going to put some laps down here. Everybody looks like they're just trying to play follow the leader right now. A little further back, Steve Gerber and Jeff Weimer back here to close out the top 10. Both of them getting around Donnie. Honeycutt now being challenged by the 23 of Don Blazer. Further back, we got Ricky Hudgens back here right behind Don Blazer. As Jeff Weimer goes off track just a little bit, losing control, but gains it back, gets back on track and gets going. No yellow. Ricky Hudgens following the 23. He's got David Bradford right behind him. Chuck Cobb is in the pits, 9 laps down. So his food must have showed up and a little too late, and he's out getting it. Maybe we'll see him later on in the race. Back up here front, David Halsey in the 57 trying to catch our leader, the 34. Lead is up to 0.7 seconds. Last time by, the 34 was quicker than the 57, so we'll keep an eye on that. A little further back in the pack, newcomer Jacob Perkins sitting there in 6th place, followed by teammate Stephen Hayes. And Bobby Hamilton Jr. on his return sitting there in 8th place, now being under fire from the 8 car of Steve Gerber. Steve Gerber might be liking his Xfinity car a lot more than he was liking his truck yesterday. "24 laps in, now 25, working on 25. No cautions to speak of. Looks like David Bradford just making around Don Blazer, now setting his sights on Donnie Honeycutt. Ricky Hudgens getting around Don Blazer as well. So put Ricky Hudgens up to the 12th position. See David Bradford getting around Donnie Honeycutt. Give David Bradford a top 10 run right now. Right up ahead of him is Bobby Hamilton Jr. sitting there in 9th place. Last time by, David Halsey in that 57 was almost a little bit over a tenth slower than, or like a tenth and a half slower than the 34 car, our leader. So 34 definitely doing a great job of building up the lead. Ricky Hudgens still on the march back here, trying to get another spot away from the 12th car. Give the 11th spot to Ricky Hudgens now. Ricky Hudgens is up 4 spots since the start of the race, so things looking up for that 21 car. Steve Gerber now putting his attention squarely on his arch nemesis, Stephen Hayes. Side by side racing. Give it to Gerb coming out of turns 4. He's going to take over the 7th place from Stephen Hayes. And now Bobby's saying, I want some of that action too. He wants that 7th spot away from, or the 8th spot away from Stephen Hayes. Long race ahead of us. 34 has caught the tail end of the line. Don Blazer going to be the first car on track in jeopardy of going a lap down. Don Blazer lets him go on by on the high side, holds his line.
Caution. Save.
Caution is out.
Save. How was your car?
I think it had to do with Ricky Hudgens. It looked like Ricky Hudgens has some issues. Let's back this up a little bit and see exactly what happened. Let's see. Oh, it looks like the 73 just got up into that left rear corner paddle. Took the 21 around. No damage really done to the 21. Might have some flat spots on the tires, but he'll be able to get that fixed down in the pit road. So let's see. Now these guys have one single pit road, so now they got to wait to go past the start finish line and get out of turns 2 before they can come down this 35 mile an hour pit speed. 34 brings it down. Michael Hayes, right before that yellow came out, takes the second place back away from David Holsey. David Holsey looks like back here in the 5th place. Well, no, he's sitting there. It looks like he's showing him in 3rd place right now. Just okay. For some reason, my looks like Don Blazer is going to get the lucky dog. So put Don Blazer back on the lead lap. Don Blazer is now going to come down after getting the lucky dog. Showing Will Hewitt in the lead. Will did not stop 4 tires. So he's got 40 lap old tires on that 45 car. So definitely be cautious on this restart. I mean, they got 5 sets of tires in the pits. So they definitely got plenty of tires where he wasted a tire like there, but I guess he wanted that track position. See, they got they're probably on the 2 to go. That we should see the pace car lights go off once he comes past the start finish line. You see the yellow flag with the 1 to go signal. And there you go. The pace car lights are out. We're going to get up double file. Green flag in the air. Will Hewitt gets a good start with those older tires, but how long can he hold off the 34 and the 99? .34 getting back around to 45. The 40. Caution is out again. I don't know exactly. I don't know what happened. I'm trying to find out what happened. I did not see anything happening. DJ Honeycutt has fallen back here, so let's see if something happened with DJ on that restart. Let's see here. Oh, the 8 just takes, and then 73 comes in, gets a little bit piece of it. So some damage done to the 15 cars. 73. We'll definitely see how much damage. And if these, I mean, it's Bristol. Aerodynamics is not that important. Horsepower definitely is. You see DJ, and he don't have a lot of time to get that damage fixed. This is a real quick, small track. By the time you get in and drive down that 35-mile-an-hour pit lane and get into your box, the pace car is coming around. You might be able to get 10 to 15 seconds every time you stop, but it's very hard to get repairs done here and not go laps down. We'll go and look at Jeff Weimer here. He's got a really good bit of damage done to that 73 Jack Daniels Chevrolet. We should be getting the 1 to go signal. Here we are. There he is, the 1 to go signal. These car lights will be going off. Will Hewitt still on those older tires. 48 laps now. Just not sure. I know what maybe his car isn't good unless he has about 40 laps on those tires. We're going to see how he manages to stay up with these guys. Green is in the air. A little bit of a slow start, but 34 jumps out in front of everybody. 99 low on the 45, trying to take over the second spot away from Will Hewitt. Here comes the 57 and the 63 right behind these two guys. Door to doors, the 99 and the 45 trying to make. Now 99 gets clear of the 45. Now the 63 tries to get clear of him. Looks like the 63 is going to clear him. So give 34, 9, and 63. I don't know if the 63 right there behind his teammate there. Here comes the 57 on the top side of the 63. I don't know if the 63 is slowing him up or the 99 is slowing him up. But it looks like 63 is having staying behind the 99. David Holsey on the outside of Michael Haynes, trying to get that second place away from him, and is able to do it. power drives that outside line, now sets his sight on the 34. Oh, we got some action going on back here to the back. Thought I saw somebody getting loose back there, but everybody seems to be okay. I saw someone go sideways. Michael Hayes falling way back down to 5th place. Just got passed by Steve Gerber. Jacob Perkins still up in 3rd place, right there in front. David Holsey closing the gap between him and the 34, closing the gap between him and the leader. Back here battling Jeff Weimer, getting around the 45 of Will Hewitt, who was just up on the outside pole. Those older tires playing havoc with that 45, now being challenged by the 21 of Ricky Hudgens. Give Ricky Hudgens the 12th spot, put Will Hewitt back to 13th. See DJ Honeycutt right there in front of Jeff Weimer. Jeff Weimer looking on the low side of DJ, trying to get that 10th position away from DJ, and was able to make the pass. A little further up there, you got Bobby Hamilton Jr., Donnie Honeycutt, and Stephen Hayes back there battling for 6th, 7th, and 8th. Then you got the 3rd place of Jacob Perkins, 4th place of Steve Gerber, 5th of Michael Hayes. They got their own little battle going on. Jacob Perkins got about 3 car links on Gerb, and Gerb's got about 2.5 links on the 99. David Holsey still trying to catch the 34. He's sticking with that high line. The high line seems to be working for him. Now the difference is which line is going to eat up the tires more. Is it going to be that high line, or is it going to be that 34 or that low line that the 34 is running? Stephen Hayes now looking on the inside of Donnie Honeycutt, trying to get that 7th position away from him. Here comes David Bradford right behind him as well, trying to put the pressure on the 12th car. And how many people are out there are playing mouse or playing possum, trying to save them tires for in case we get a really long run? As you see the 8 car now losing grounds to the 99 as his tires look like they're going to start going away. David Bradford back here getting a spot from Donnie Honeycutt. Right here, the battle between the 8 of Steve Gerber and the 99 of Michael Hayes. Oh, Steve Gerber up into the wall, opens the door for the 99 to come around. He gets back in. I don't know how much damage that the 99 has. Caution is out.
Some fuel whenever you can, but doing a really good job.
See what happens here. Looks like something happened to Stephen Hayes. Stephen Hayes has turned around on the front stretch. Let's back it up and see what happened with Stephen Hayes. Let's see what. Oh, it looks like he just loses control all by himself coming off of turn 4. Or, sorry, yeah, turn 4. And he sits there for a minute, lets everybody pass, and gets going. So we'll see how much damage is done to the 13 car. You know, definitely see him down pit road. Well, I know one car that we definitely will see. The 34 car decides to stay out this time by now, and the rest of the field is coming in. The 8 stayed out. The Bobby Hamilton stayed out. David Bradford looks like he's going to stay out. Got 99 Mike Hayes coming in. Jeff Weimer's coming in. Of course, the 13's coming in. He's going to have to get some repairs done. But interesting, very interesting development here. You're going to see some different strategies being played out right now. We'll see which one is the best. So your first place leader on this restart is going to be the 34. Second is going to be Jacob Perkins in the 63. Steve Gerber in the 8. Bobby Hamilton in that 25 car. And David Bradford in that 60 car is going to be the top 5 for this restart. First guy, David Holsey, not far behind in 6th place. First car with fresh tires. Michael Hayes right behind him in 7th. Will Hewitt in 8th and DJ Honeycutt in 9th. Don Blazer in 10th. And Donnie Honeycutt left. Everybody back from the 6th on back took the opportunity to go down pit road. We'll see how that develops. You've seen how well the 42 lap old tires did for Will Hewitt. We'll see how if David Holsey and Michael Hayes and the rest of these guys behind them, see how well they navigate through these 5 cars that did not take tires.
Green flag.
See Steve Gerber already falling back. David Holsey on that outside just ripping through this traffic. And at this point, I don't know if you're going to try to block. If you would try to block. David Holsey already up to 3rd position. trying to take the outside on Jacob Perkins. Going to bring Will Hewitt with him, and here comes Steven or Michael Hayes on the outside as well. So these fresh tires definitely making a dividend. And the way this race is run out, as you see, the 57 now is caught up to the 34 and has passed the 34 like he was standing still. Difference between fresh tires and 40 lap old tires right there. 45 now getting around the 34. New leader tonight, Dave Halsey. No, I guess not new leader, just one of the old leaders now. Now you see the 34 being challenged by the 12 car of Donnie Honeycutt. Up front, Dave Halsey moving away from the field. Now, if these guys who didn't take tires, if they're not careful, if they don't get a yellow flag, they're definitely going to lose at least a lap on those older tires. As you see the difference between the 34 and our leader, since passing them, the 34 is already 3 seconds behind and in 5 laps. So big difference between the fresh tires and them old tires. See Ricky Hudgens, he's on fresh tires as well. He's trying to catch up to Jeff Weimer. Don Blazer on those fresh tires getting around the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr., who stayed out on those older tires as well, is also wreaking the havoc that is staying out on older tires. Jeff Weimer getting around the 34. Jeff Weimer having that damage. Good rebound for him. Give him the 5th position. Put the 34 back to 6th. Mike Hayes catching up to the back of Will Hewitt. Going to have a battle for the 2nd place. Dave Halsey has caught the back end of Steve Gerb's car. See if he can navigate through. I do believe those guys are teammates. I'm not sure. And I think one of them drives for Blazing Fools and the other one drives for Dirty South. Or not, regardless of the fact he gets around. Oh, gets a little loose. Steve Gerber tries to comes back around, but is unable to do it. Don Blazer now passing the 34. Give Don Blazer 7th, put the 34 back to 8th position. Jeff Weimer making a show out of this, trying to take the 4th position away from Donnie Honeycutt. Will we see Michael Hayes taking the 2nd position away from Will Hewitt? Now he sets his sights on the lead. Can we see a Jeff Weimer podium finish? Let's hope so. I want to ask him about my license plate. David Hosey on that high side. Michael Hayes, out of the top 4 drivers, is the quickest on track. David Hosey catching some slower traffic up there. The 63 of Jacob Perkins, Ricky Hudgens, and Donnie Honeycutt battling back here for the 5th position. It's a good rebound for Ricky after being quarter paneled by Jeff Weimer. Both guys making good comebacks. Jeff Weimer sitting there in 4th place, trying to catch Will Hewitt for 3rd. David Hosey able to get around the slower traffic of DJ Honeycutt, and Steve Gerber. Now just matching David Hosey and Michael Hayes' speed, almost identical. Will Hewitt back here trying to get around the lap cars of Jacob Perkins and DJ Honeycutt. .34 now looking at the back end of the 25, trying to put the owner of TCB, Bobby Hamilton Jr., trying to put him a lap down. That's one of those old NASCAR guys, so putting him a lap down is probably a big accomplishment in a lot of people's books. Michael Thorpe Jr. battling now with Donnie Honeycutt to try to get back into that 6th position. Donnie Honeycutt not giving it to him. They battle him all the way down the backstretch, going into, Donnie gets up into the wall, saves it from spinning around, but gives the 6th place to Michael Thorpe. David Bradford, another one of those guys on older tires. He's at lap 81 on his tires as well. He's back here in 8th place. Now looking on the outside of Donnie. Now Donnie goes high. Right behind them is our leader, now trying to put Don Blazer a lap down. Dave Halsey now trying to put the 12 car one lap down. Just like yesterday in the Truck Series, Dave Halsey, class of the field, but don't look too long ahead because right there behind him, Michael Hayes trying to catch back up to him. Now side by side by the lap car of Donnie Honeycutt. Is able to clear Donnie Honeycutt going into turns 3 and 4, coming to the front stretch. Give us 7 cars on the lead lap now. Next one in line to get lapped is David Bradford. And I know them guys were hoping to have a caution come out. And here comes Steve Herbert. He couldn't take it anymore. He had to come down. Those tires were barking at him. Dave Halsey continues to lead Mike Hayes and Will Hewitt. Jeff Weimer still having a good run back here in 4th place, trying to get around the lap vehicles of Jacob Perkins and DJ Honeycutt. Now, there's not a lot of times you can say that you've lapped the drivers like DJ Honeycutt. He's a really good driver leading in the Truck Series after 2 races in the playoffs over there in Global League Truck Series. So is uneligible to make the playoffs this year. Oh yeah, by the way, this is the last race of the regular season. As you see Jeff Weimer go up there and tap the wall a little bit. No harm, no foul, keeps going. But this is the last race before the playoff starts next week at Texas Motor Speedway for the Xfinity guys. Will Hewitt now is caught back up to Michael Hayes, taking over the 2nd place from the 99. So 99 has used up his tires at 55 on this run. Dave Halsey has caught the back end of the number 60 car of David Bradford, trying to put him 1 lap down. Now, I do believe that these 2 cars in front of the leader have not yet pitted, and they're going to have to come down pit road anytime soon. Will Hewitt has caught the back end of the 57 of David Halsey. David Halsey being held up by David Bradford. David Bradford trying his best to stay on the back end of the lead lap in case a caution does come out. Looks like Will Hewitt on the inside of our leader, 57. Who's going to win it off of the turn? 57 has the advantage, but here comes the 45. And now here comes the 8 with fresh tires. Caught between these guys, behind these guys. Side by side for the lead. You're going to go 3 wide. Can they make it stick? Steve Gerber gets a win. 57 gets up into the wall. Gets back going, but give the lead over to the 45 of Will Hewitt now. And now he sets his sights on the back end of the 60 car, trying to put his teammate a lap down. I think Will Hewitt has had enough. Oh, Will Hewitt's going to get a black flag. He went into the wrong, or not Will Hewitt, but David Bradford is going to get a penalty. He went into the wrong pits. See right up front there, Michael Thorpe and Ricky Hudgens battling for 4th and 5th place. Last cars on the lead lap.
Caution. How you doing there, homeboy?
Oh, caution out. It looked like DJ Honeycutt had some issues there. Again, let's go back here and find out what happened to DJ. Oh, didn't get a. Looks like he had a run coming up on the 23. And who was that behind him? The 63 of Jacob Perkins. Oh, it was like something happened with the 23. The 15 got into him and got. I don't know if Jacob Perkins got any contact on that. That was not good for Dave Holsey, who just went in to the pits, is now being showed 2 laps down. Will get the wave around and get one of his laps back. Donnie Honeycutt should get the lucky dog pass. As long as he was not involved in that accident. Let's see. We'll see who gets the lucky dog. Not sure if anybody's going to get it. So when all said and done, Will Hewitt's going to be your leader. Michael Hayes second. Jeff Weimer up in third. The 34 is going to be in fourth. Ricky Hudgens in that 21 machine is going to close out the top 5. So it seems like every caution, it gets the lineup gets turned upside down.
flag.
Green flag is out. Will Hewitt gets a good jump. 99 gets a good jump. 73 gets caught sleeping, loses a spot to the 34. '99 looking on the inside. They might have made contact with the 45, but everybody's. '99 looking on the outside of the 45, trying to take the lead away. Is able to lead that lap, coming to the front stretch, going into the back stretch. Oh, caution's out. 99. Oh, it just keeps on going. The hits keep on coming. 99 loses it, hits the wall, comes back and tags a couple people. Let's go back and see what happened here. I think Will Hewitt was in it. Let's see, 99 hits the wall, comes off a little bit, and everybody gets bounced. Now Jeff Weimer got a little bit of it. Dave Halsey got a little bit of it. A lot of damaged cars out there now. Donnie Honeycutt getting the wave around. Working our fourth caution, I do believe. Maybe our fifth caution. I don't have a caution counter on here. I need to have a caution counter. But anyways, working our latest caution. Michael Hayes hitting the wall, coming back and collecting a couple people. Some short track racing going on here. 34 is our new leader with 73 of Jeff Weimer right there in second place. David Halsey in third, or sorry, showing Bobby Hamilton in third. David Halsey had a really good car up until the latest caution here. David Halsey coming down pit road, see if he can get some of that damage fixed now. Like we're gonna get should be getting the 1 to go signal here. Put Jeff Weimer on that outside pole. Bobby Hamilton Jr. on the inside. Donnie Honeycutt's being shown in the fourth position. Those are your 4 lead lap cars. Pace car is down.
Green flag.
Green flag in the air. Slow start again. Bobby Hamilton getting that early that run on the 73. Put him in second place. Give the 73 the back to third place. .34 out front, 25.73 trying to chase him down. 168 of 250 laps in the books, trying to work on 169 as we come to the line. Bobby Hamilton at one time was a lap down. Now finds himself in second place. Jeff Weimer getting underneath Bobby Hamilton, taking over the second place away from the 25 car. First car one lap down is Michael Hayes. Ricky Hudgens, he's a lap down, but I think his car is damaged pretty well. As well as the 57 of David Halsey. Just trying to get around and get some laps in. Steve Gerber in that 8 car, 2 laps down. David Bradford's 3 laps down. Don Blazer 4 laps down. Jacob Perkins on pit road still, trying to get that damage fixed. He's 8 laps down. Good to see Jeff Weimer up in the top 3. After elbow surgery on both of his elbows, seems to bounce back nicely. He's starting to wheel that car once again. Bobby Hamilton trying to make something happen to get around that 73 car. 73 is not making it easy, which you're not supposed to. 25 is trying to set him up, trying to get it into the turn, trying to get him somewhere. The 34 is pulling away. .25 letting the 60 go by, knowing the 60's fast. Looks like the 60's faster. .60 looking low on the 73. 60, this is not for position. 60 is 3 laps down. but still trying to get up there and get one of those laps back. Donnie Honeycutt being shown in the 4th position. He is almost 11 seconds behind the leader. Jones. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a. Let's bring up a. Let's bring up a special guest here. Let's see here. I don't understand why. We are going to bring up on request. We are being joined by DJ Honeycutt up here in the booth. DJ Honeycutt, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got you, Mike.
Man, how? I mean, I know you got an early exit from the race today. Can you tell us in your own words and try to be nice? What happened with your car?
Got into Blazer there. He I guess he gassed it up a little too early, and I tried to check up and try to avoid him, but we were just going so fast here. It's hard to check up. And I had Jacob Perkins right there. We were battling for position 2, and we just ran out of space. Just nailed the inside wall. That was about it for me. But that's all good, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's short track racing.
Yeah, Bristol racing. Not short track racing. That's Bristol for you. That's what we've been seeing a lot of in this race tonight. As we see the 34 trying to pass your dad, put him a lap down. But your dad's having a pretty good run, even though he's fixing to go a lap down. He's sitting there in 4th place. Decent time between him and the 5th place of Mike Hayes. So if anything happens right now, he's going to get his lap back. But really good run for that number 12 car, Donnie Honeycutt.
He's not doing too bad here. He had some issues earlier, missed a pit stall while he was trying to figure out what kind of adjustments he's made. He's been real tight throughout the race. So he's just trying to work the car into it. Hopefully the track will come to him. But yeah, so far so good.
Yeah. Here we're going. Jeff Weimer trying to get around the lap car of Steve Gerber is allowed the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. to catch up to the backside of him. All the cars competing tonight. David Halsey, he's out. You're out. Mike Hayes damaged in that last accident. There's really nobody giving the 34 any competition. So the 2nd place right now, heating up. Give second to the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. And all this is happening 5 seconds behind the our leader, the 34 car.
And it's been really interesting. A lot of these guys have setups that favor the top. Some guys have, like me, have setups that favor the bottom. So a lot of these different long runs really affect how the tires are weighing. You also got to think if you're running mostly one side or the other and you try to move around to another lane, that can mess up your handling as well. So it's easy to get your tires up on you and get a little loose off these corners, especially racing in such tight conditions.
Oh yeah, definitely. Setup is really big here at Bristol. These guys do not run fixed setups. Everybody is not racing the same thing here. Everybody's bringing their own setup to the party. Whose setup is better? I don't think it really comes down to whose setup is better at this moment. It was just from I mentioned it in the beginning of the race was who could keep their car the cleanest, and that was who's going to be at the end to win the race.
Yeah, honestly, wouldn't be too surprised seeing whoever does win have a couple scrapes here and there. That's just short track racing, man. You can't keep it too clean. Luckily, mostly the suspension and stuff is the only thing you really don't want damaged. The air is nothing important.
Well, currently there's only 2 guys who have 0 incident points in tonight's race, and that is our leader, the 34 car, and second place Bobby Hamilton Jr. in the 25.
Speaking of the 34, is about to put Don Blazer another lap down here.
Yep, Don Blazer trying to get around this track and put some laps down and hold on to positions. You got David Holsey, who's taking his car back to the garage. So Dave Holsey is retired. Has retired the car for the night, and which sucked because he had a really good car, had a really good fast car, and going for the weekend sweep, not gonna happen this weekend.
Oh yeah, he was super fast in that truck race yesterday. Seen it firsthand, and I was riding behind him. But yeah, lucky I had a good setup here today, but unfortunately just got caught up in an incident. That's just the way it goes. That's Bristol, baby.
Yeah, that's the way it goes. It's never over until that checker flag flies. The 34 getting around these slow traffic, any one of them can lose control of their car and wipe out in front of him, and he could get collected. So he's definitely got to have to race with some kind of awareness of every car that's around him. He just can't come up there blazing by them because he just got to race with some caution. He's got a really good lead right now over the 25. He got up to 5.5 second lead currently over the 25 of Bobby Hamilton Jr. But that 5 can go away real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. It don't take much to lose a lead like that. Especially like you said, if somebody does get float up in front of you, it's hard to check up here because you're already running on the edge every lap. And if you use the brakes just a little bit too much, you're going to spin yourself out just trying to avoid another incident.
Yeah. Not to mention these tires are going to start wearing out. These got laps 63 laps on our leaders and 61, 62 on Bobby Hamilton sitting there in second place. Bobby is in a lot of traffic right now.
Yeah, lucky he was about to take it 3 wide there, but thought better of it. Oh, we got Gerber almost in the wall here in front of him. It's definitely the time when patience is definitely a virtue.
Yeah, especially for these leaders, you gotta be there at the end. You don't want those instant points to start collecting up now. As you see, the 63 of Jacob Perkins getting around the 25. I think Jacob Perkins might have fresher tires now. Yeah, he does. He's on 17 lap old tires, so he's gonna be out there. He's gonna be quicker than, even with a banged up car, he's quicker than all these clean cars. Jacob Perkins sitting there in 11th place, trying to. In about 6 laps, he will be able to take, or 5 laps, he'll be able to take David Holsey's spot. So David Holsey is in the garage.
Oh, Jeff Weimer and Mark Thorpe get together. They're wrecking.
Oh my! What did I just say? I had just said. Oh wow! What a turn of events! I was looking back. Wow. And these guys are basically teammates, so that's going to be really... Let's see exactly what happened.
Oh, man, it looks like Weimer just hit the wall coming out of 4 here and just got a little loose.
Same thing that happened. I don't know how much damage that the 34 got as well as the 73, but that's going to give who's the first. Michael Hayes is the first car a lap down, so that's going to put him back on the lead lap. Jeff Weimer, who was a lap down, is not going to be able to get that lucky dog because he was involved in the accident. Let's go back and run through. Let's go back and get into Michael or the 34's cockpit there. Let's see how hard he hit. As you see him coming up onto the, you see him coming up on to the 73.
Looking at his car, Mike, it don't look too bad, honestly. It looks like the right front splitter's a little crinkled, a little bit of right side damage, but honestly not too terrible.
All right. Well, we will see how much effect that damage does have on a 34. Bobby Hamilton, who still has no incident points, or actually Thorpe is not showing Thorpe. Hold on a minute. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing.
Yeah, Thorpe just did complete his 4-tire stop. He's still sitting in his box like he's getting some damage fixed.
Yeah, but he definitely got some front end damage, and that's definitely going to affect the RPMs. He went and scraped that wall, so he probably did some damage to that right. Time will tell. We'll see how it looks. Is Bobby Hamilton gonna get his first win of the season of his global career tonight? Well, last person with 0 incidents. Well, David Bradford had 0 incidents as well, so, but he's 3 laps down, so I don't know how that happened, but
yeah, it could be a good night for Bobby. He was running a little further back earlier in the night as I was racing with him for a little bit there, and perhaps he was just saving his stuff or conserving a set of tires. But yeah, right now he's number 1.
Michael Hayes in the pits box trying to get some more repairs done to that 99. He'll have to start in the tail end of the longest line. I don't know how much RPMs he was having, if he still has. I mean, he has no back end on that car, but Bristol aerodynamics don't mean a lot as long as you got the horsepower.
Yeah, absolutely, Mike.
All right, well, we're 1 to go. We're going to come to the green flag. Bobby Hamilton Jr. out in the lead for the first time tonight.
Green flag.
Bobby Hamilton gets a jump on the field. Let's see if he can pull away. You know, sometimes you get a little bit of damage. It does not affect your cornering speed, but it affects your straightaway speed. So it looks like the 34 is still pretty fast, and we'll see if the 25 can handle it and see if he can stay out in front of the 34.
And so far, Michael Thorpe's looking a little not good here. Just like he's struggling too bad. And one thing you do got to watch out for is in front end impacts is the tape. They already run the tape super high. And I had issues throughout that run when I got involved with Steve Gerber early in the race, and I was battling some overheating issues as well. So that's one thing he's going to have to look out for.
As you see, the 34 can catch the back end of the 25. He just can't do anything with it once he gets up there. It was like 25 getting a very good exit speed. Michael Hayes back here in third position, trying to get around all these lap vehicles. Back up front with less than 20 laps to go. Bobby Hamilton out front leading this charge. 34 trying to do something in the back. 34 had a little bit of damage done to him on that last. 25 gives up the bottom side, takes the high side. It's still able to hold on to it, but 34 making headway on that bottom side. .25 doing his greatest roadblock impression, but 34 is going to look on the inside. Side by side. 25 getting the advantage coming off the turn. 34 getting the advantage going into the turn. Give it to the 25 one more time. 14 laps to go. Oh, looked like the 25 got up into the wall just a little bit. Gives the 34 some push, but no, the 25 is going to lead that lap as well. Side by side, door to door, going down the backstretch. 25 not. Oh, they touched.
They're wrecking.
Oh,
They're wrecking.
Caution.
Caution is out.
All right, he's
caution is out. They doored each other, and then they. Let's go back and look at this again. They were racing door to door, made contact. Both of them spins. It was like the 25 is going to get some. You see the 25 not giving any room. Oh, just 34 comes up and that's, and sometimes that's the danger of holding somebody down there. They got to come up, especially when the tires start getting a little bit warm. That they got to go somewhere, and Thorpe just came up a little bit and got the quarter panel.
Yeah, it's just so easy to get real tight off these corners, Mike, and especially when you got somebody on the outside. And some of those times, either you're going to hit them or you're going to spin yourself out. But fortunately, these two leaders got into each other.
So a little bit more damage on that 34 car on that right rear corner panel. He's going to come down pit road, and so is our two leaders, Bobby Hamilton Jr. and Mike Hayes. So that gives the lucky dog should go to, I think it went to Donnie Honeycutt in that 12 car. So put Donnie Honeycutt back on the lap.
Yeah, it's a good break for Dad here. Been running a pretty decent race. Nothing too fancy, but he's got to be there at the end to even be able to have a chance to win these races. So it's important for him to just keep trucking.
Oh, most definitely. You gotta be there, like you said. You gotta be there to win it, and he should get out in about fourth position, and when all said and done, after he does, I mean, he's gonna have to go back to the end of the longest line. So. Bobby Hamilton winning the race off of pit road.
This is looking very similar to the end of our truck race yesterday. A late race caution with only a few drivers on the lead lap, and it can get crazy.
Yeah, Bristol has been known to take out good drivers, and that's what we see in here right now. Is we got 4 drivers on the lead lap, 4 good. They're all good drivers. Bobby Hamilton Jr., of course, being a previous NASCAR driver himself. I'm really surprised that he has not won a race yet, but this is his. If he is able to hold the 99 and the 34 off, this is going to be his first win in would be his first win in Global. See, everybody getting the wave around there. So that's going to put Jeff Weimer back on the lead lap as well. And we're going to basically get, once the green flag waves, we'll have a 5-lap shootout barring any cautions coming out. So all these guys have fresh tires. Pace car is down, hopefully for one last time. Bobby Hamilton, big jump. 34 gets around the 99. But does he have enough to get up to the 25 and get around him? 4 laps to go. Bobby Hamilton out front, 34 second, 99 third. I know these guys, they're 3 laps to go. They're putting their all into it. Bristol, 3 laps is not a long time. You see the 34 driving it hard as he can into the turn. He's going to try to get to the bumper to him.
Ooh, 25 on the wall. Last lap. Side by side coming off the tube. Oh, they make contact. 25 into the wall. 34 coming around to take the checker flag. And Michael Thorpe wins it.
Michael Thorpe wins. Michael Hayes comes in second. Bobby Hamilton comes in third after a pretty good run. Donnie Honeycutt fourth. Jeff Weimer fifth. Steve Gerber sixth. David Bradford's going to be seventh. Ricky Hutchins is going to finish 8th. Don Blazer is 9th. Jacob Perkins is 10th. David Halsey is 11th. Will Hewitt is going to come home 12th. DJ Honeycutt, my co-host for the night, is going to come home 13th. Stephen Hayes, 14th. Chuck Cobb, 15th. Austin McGill, who did not start the race, is going to come home 16th. So, there you go. There's your... All right, so because I got to wake up early in the morning, we are going to make rapid fire interviews. So let's bring up, he's got it live right now, so I'm going to have to disturb his live thing. Bobby Hamilton Jr., Mike Lester in the booth, you got a copy?
Yeah, man.
Man, what a finish. I'm not going to ask you exactly what happened. We'll let the boardroom look at that at the end of the race. But man, how are you feeling about your 3rd place finish? You're at a real hectic Bristol Motor Speedway.
Yeah, well, we were talking on team radio. We knew what he's going to do. We knew he's going to get me. So that's why I gave him plenty of room. I'm sitting there watching the replay now of the first incident. I mean, it's common with that group. But, you know, it's been fun. I like it. I like it over here and everything, but you know, it's a good run for us. What exactly it was fun.
Well, we're glad to hear that. I enjoyed watching it, man. So I'm not going to hold you too long. I understand. I know you want to get down and watch some tape, man. But before we go, we're going to go to Texas Motor Speedway next week. 1.5 mile track. How are you liking your chances over there?
I will, as a group, we'll miss that one. I'm not for sure. We got a lot going on, so I'm not for sure we'll make the rest ones. But good luck to these guys, and um, good thing that we don't have to cost money to fix these things because it'd be a bunch of tore up race cars. So
Yeah, there'd be a bunch of owners right now that would be dishing out some money right there. Anyways, all right, man. Well, who can we give a shout out before we let you go?
it just a good night, man. It was a good show, and yeah, just good night. It was a good night.
All right, we appreciate you, Bobby. We'll send you back down to TCB so you can do what you were doing, and man, we'll look forward to seeing the next time that you race with us. All right, that was Bobby Hamilton Jr., the third place finisher. We are going to bring up Michael Hayes, our runner-up position, and we're going to give him the same treatment as we gave Bobby Hamilton Jr. Michael Hayes, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on a second place finish. I know you got involved in an incident, and what a comeback. And if things would have been a little bit different at that end, you could have got around both of them guys and got the win. But yet you took the second place. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I hated that I got into the wall and took a lot of guys out. I wrecked a lot of cars there. I'm actually going back and looking at it right now. It looks like I hit the angle part of the wall, backstretch.
Yeah.
And when I hit it, it just shot me to the.
Yeah, you
single part
bounced
the
off
wall.
of it. I mean, it's Bristol. I mean, I've been racing official races, and I've seen it done. You go up there and hit that wall with a good amount of force. You just can't stick on it like everybody thinks you're able to do. Sometimes it will push you right back off of the wall, depending on how you hit it. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, that's Bristol racing and all that good stuff. So, man, but you got a second place finish, so congratulations on that. Going to Texas next week, how are you liking your chances in Texas?
So after racing Texas earlier, I don't remember where I finished, but I mean, mile and a halves are pretty good for me. What did we finish last week? Like third at Kansas?
I don't remember.
But yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't remember
That
everything.
was last
yeah,
week in Kansas.
I like mile and a halves. Mile and a halves are my favorite. So I don't know if we'll have the winning car, but do make it
All
a
right,
good
man.
run.
All right, well, before we let you go back to Lazy Lizards and celebrate with your team, who can we give a shout out tonight to?
Yeah, shout out to the team, Lazy Lizards. Appreciate Steve and Jacob coming along for tonight. Jacob was a big help for me, teaching me some things throughout the race, so I appreciate that. Shout out to you for broadcasting it, as always.
Well, we definitely appreciate that. And
shout out to Global.
And DJ for up here doing a fine job of co-hosting once his car was gone.
Oh yeah, I apologize to DJ. I think I got into him early. I think I got tight off the bottom and kind of doored him into the wall a little bit. I apologize to him about that because I didn't mean to do that. Never try to race anybody dirty.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it's usually the case. But all right, man. Well, before we're gonna let you go back, congratulations once again on your second place finish, and look forward to talking to you next week.
All right, thank you, Michael. All
right, down to Lazy Lizard. All right, now we're gonna move to the winner of tonight's race, number 34. 34, Michael Thorpe. Mike Lester booth. You got a copy?
My thumbs hurt.
All right. Well, thank you for acknowledging that your thumbs hurt. I think that was the question that was on everybody's mind. Race tonight, a lot of action going on out there. How are you feeling about the win tonight?
Well, honestly, it was a good win. To be honest with you, if the roles were swapped between me and Hamilton, he would have did the same thing to me. To be honest with you, so you're both racing hard, and we just got together. And I knew he was going to try to pinch me down on the bottom, so I wasn't taking it.
All right. So, all right. Well, I'm going to give you the same treatment as I gave the other two guys. going to Texas next week, first week of the playoffs. How are you liking your chances over there in Texas?
Texas, pretty much one lane track, so it's just all about who has the best setup there. And I think my chances there are actually pretty decent because I usually have good top 5 finishes in the officials. So I think if I don't get a win, definitely a top 5 finish.
All right, there you go. You hear it from him. All right, man. Before we go and let you go and celebrate with Dirty South, who can we give a shout out tonight to?
Bronson Raps, GGA, University of Northwestern Ohio, Amsoil, and the boss Ricky Hudgens, teammate Gerb, and shout out to Dale Brooks.
All right, there you go. Good shout outs tonight, and that's your winner for tonight's race, Michael Thorpe Jr. in that number 34. Look, can't wait to see what you do next week at Texas Motor Speedway. Congratulations on the win, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, thank you.
All right, send him back down to where he was at. All right, man. DJ, I want to thank you for coming up and helping me out at the last part of the race, man. Anytime you get crashed out of the race, hope I don't see you again, but anytime you do, you can more than welcome come up here and come up to the booth and help me out up here. It's always appreciated. For Global Racing Esports Network, I'm Mike Lester. For DJ Honeycutt and Global Racing Xfinity Series,